We're going to be talking about Jameson Williams in this video. Lions offense, what he brings to this football team, and why being patient with him was such a good strategy. And I'm happy that this front office and this coaching staff took their time with this guy, because he could definitely be a big-time weapon for the Lions down the stretch. Let's go. As we all know, the Detroit Lions traded up to get Jameson Williams. A lot of fans in that draft, not this past one, but the year before, wanted the Lions potentially go defense, maybe defensive tackle, or another player at the position. The Lions drafted Jameson Williams, and a debate really blew up here as Lions fans. Why don't we go defense? This guy's hurt. This was a terrible pick. We needed to get a player immediately to help this defense. And look, I think that the Lions could have went defense for sure. Absolutely no doubt about it. But when the Detroit Lions drafted Jameson Williams, we root for the guy who we have. The guy, when he was in Alabama, was making deep pass, big play after big play, speed, great route tree, amazing cuts. The guy was phenomenal. He comes to the Lions here, obviously injured. He gets in last year and doesn't have a whole lot of touches. Doesn't. You talk about the issues when it comes to gambling and some other off-field issues, and a lot of fans were very much down on Jameson Williams, thinking he's immature, thinking he's a bust, making a lot of things, talking bad about this guy in the airways, as well as conversation for Lions fans. A lot of people ask me, should we trade Jameson Williams? Is he a bust? And I say the same thing with every player whom the Lions draft. Give the player 3 years. And when it comes to the wide receiver position, it is now shown that sometimes it takes a while to get on the same page with Jared Goff. St. Brown, it took a half a season his rookie year. Last year, DJ Chark, half a season. Jameson Williams have not even played a full calendar season yet as a Detroit Lion due to injury as well as suspension. But now in the past 3 weeks, you're seeing Jameson Williams rise. He's getting more snaps on offense. Jared Goff trusts him, and the coaching staff has trusted him. Why? Because he's made catches in all 3 games, big-time catches, and it's starting to look easier. It's starting to look more natural for Jameson Williams when he catches that football. Yesterday, when he caught the 40-yard touchdown, I was watching it. When I seen him open, I knew he caught the ball before the ball even got there. You're starting to see his confidence, and it's really glowing out there. A lot of people wanted this guy traded, and I get it. Frustrated. You want to see, the player come out and dominate immediately. Sometimes when you say patience, especially for Lions fans, it's not something they want. Patience is not a virtue, because we're talking about fans who've been fans for 50, 60 years, and I totally get it. It's hard to argue with that. But I stress patience with players whom you draft that are young. I stress patience when sometimes people don't learn at the same level. You don't get Ndamukong Suhs or Sam Laportas or Brian Branches, for that matter, all the time in a draft where they're instantly a stud. They know their playbook. They know their assignment. They're fully confident as a rookie. Very difficult to get a C.J. Stroud, right, in a draft. But when you do, it's epic. It's amazing. And you want your players whom you invest draft capital in to get that fast start. But in all reality, not everybody learns at that pace. So I stressed, be patient with Jameson Williams. We need him because he brings a different dimension that opens the defense, or exposes the defense, opens up the offense, can take the top off, and it makes everybody else around them look really good. And what has happened in the last couple of weeks? He's getting it. He is getting it. This past game, 40 snaps, 65%. And he made the best of his opportunity. Of every opportunity, he caught every football that came his way. He's doing great in blocks. He's celebrating touchdowns. He is not a bust. He is not a diva at all. He's actually a very well-rounded, wide receiver who's a team player if you listen to his interviews. And by the way, shout out to the Lions fans, because I watched his interviews on YouTube on the Detroit Lions channel, Jameson Williams, and everybody in the comment section was complimenting Jameson Williams to how mature he looks, how happy he looks, how he's a team player. You guys are correct. He had an opportunity when he came here. You can either go right, you can be a person that wants to become a Dan Campbell type of guy, a Detroit Lions team player, or you can be a diva. He chose to go right, and we're seeing it right now. Perfect time. What? A little bit halfway through the season. Just like we've seen with DJ Chark, it took halfway. Amon-Ra St. Brown, guess what? It's happening now with Jameson Williams. And once they continue to get more comfortable and Jared Goff and him get better on the same page, it's even going to get better. But I must say, they're really getting close to being on the same page. Perfect pass by Jared Goff to Jameson Williams for a touchdown. First down, Jameson Williams, when he took the route in the middle of the field. They're at the right spot at the right time. The timing is getting there. Jameson Williams' confidence is up. He is becoming a playmaker for the Detroit Lions, and it's going to be dividends in the stretch of this last couple of weeks of the NFL season, last couple months of the NFL season here. When you're trying to get that number one seed, when you're trying to get that one play, only if, how many times have we talked about this, folks? Only if we can get that one play. We have a guy that can make that one play in Jameson Williams. Without him getting that quick touchdown yesterday, I don't think the Lions win that game. It had to be quick. It had to be a player to get open so we can get another possession in there because we're running out of time, and he did it. Quick, fast offense. Quick striking offense. I talked about it with the Chargers, how they're a team that can quick strike. You look at the Minnesota Vikings right now. They don't have that ability. They could not go anywhere yesterday when they had the possession, last possession versus the Denver Broncos because first off, it's difficult, and secondly, they don't have a Justin Jefferson right now on there that can do that. It really is important to have a player who can make a big play. Jameson Williams, that big player. And it just complements the rest of the team. Having Jameson Williams out there and continue to make plays like that. Now defenses, you know what the Packers defense is doing right now? We need to look out for Jameson Williams. We need to potentially double this guy. Okay, we appreciate you doing that because it opens up for Jahmyr Gibbs in the running game. It opens up for Amon-Ra St. Brown, Josh Reynolds, Khalif Raymond, and any other weapon that we have on offense like Sam Laporta. You can't double everybody. And if you decide, you know what, we're going to go single, we're going to put our number 2 corner or number 1 corner on J-Mo, okay, well, it's going to make it a little bit easier for St. Brown. It's going to make it easier for everybody else. Oh, you want to come off? Then Jared Goff's going to take you over the top. The importance of Jameson Williams right now in this offense is vital for the Lions to take that next step offensively. To be a complete, elite, dynamic offense. And right now, he's coming into his own. And it's wonderful to see. It is amazing to see. And this coaching staff was correct to take their time. He has to be ready. We're not going to throw him out there if he doesn't specifically know the exact route or know the exact player. We fully don't trust him. We don't want to set this guy up for failure. So their patience, and now it's doing great for the Detroit Lions. We can always debate left and right. Should they went for another player besides Jameson Williams? Okay, that's fine. But that's not what they did, and we have J-Mo now. So what do we do to get the best out of him and the best out of this wide receiver group and offense? And they're doing that right now, and it's great to see. It's great to see. Years past, we don't win that game yesterday. We don't really have a guy that can score at will, quick pass, touchdown. We do now. We do. And it's really good to see. And I'm happy for Jameson Williams. He listens to a lot of people's videos and radio. He listens to it all. And I've never been a hater of Jameson Williams or a dead lover. I just said be patient with the guy. I think the overreaction in the offseason that this guy is undisciplined and he's immature and he's terrible, I thought that was ridiculous. I didn't think it was a big deal. The guy's a young player, right? He's 21, okay? So he's doing way better than I was at 21. I can tell you that. Phenomenal. Just takes time. People learn at different paces. And Jameson Williams is starting to learn right now. Remember, Ben Johnson's got a very complicated offense, too. It's not like it's some bland, some vanilla offense. No. It's a really dynamic offense with a lot of mixtures and different plays and combinations and nice routes. So it just takes a little bit of time for young players, and he's now coming into his own. So, J-Mo, shout out to you, man. The fan base is loving it. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. We love it, man. I'm happy you're in the Honolulu blue and silver. Continue to grind. Continue to get those big touchdowns. Your play is doing great, and your confidence is high. Keep it up. The fan base, you keep making those catches, J-Mo. The fan base will always support you. We love St. Brown here. St. Brown's a god, the sun god. You keep doing what you're doing, you're going to have a great time in Detroit, and the fans will absolutely adore you. They will. Appreciate listening, everybody. Wanted to talk about Jameson Williams in this one. 8-2 Detroit Lions. Tonight, we need Philadelphia to lose. Thursday, we need to beat the Packers, and we are on to become 9-2. Let's go. One pride, baby. Let's go.